What's up, guys? What's going on? It's Biohazard Candy Kid coming back at you here with another great video. So, um, as some of you or many of you have seen in the past few days, that I posted some videos about the storm or the storms that were happening here in South Carolina and stuff like that. And, well, it's not just here. It's all over this planet. These storms are being conjured up by man and the technologies that man has created. Um, I have the Next Lab satellite and radar website up. You can look this up for yourself. All this information is on the internet. Google even tells you uh, what the fuck is going on. They tell you straight up. I'm going to show you some evidence. I'm going to, show you one person, uh, in history who started using, basically using the weather as a weapon. Uh, and at first, it wasn't really for a weapon. It was to get rid of droughts in certain areas. So, um, as you can see here, like the United States is just going off. Hold up. They are just shooting at us in the United States. Like it is just going off. Look at this crap. Like all these lines you see, all these, beams shooting out, those are all the towers shooting out particles up in the air to make it rain or to make hurricanes or tornadoes or lightning or thunder and stuff like that. Not that there isn't any natural occurring weather. There is, but most of the weather is done by man. You can see, look at, and then there's nothing to the west, but all throughout the Midwest, Mideast, and the East, there's everything. Uh, I mean, let's zoom in to, let's see, localized. We'll zoom in right here to California. I'm from California, and I'm born and raised there, and I'll tell you, um, we're gonna go to 48. When I was a child, even then they were already messing with the weather, and the technology was really high, and stuff like that. You know, like it was pretty advanced in the 90s. But what we have now, which is the 5G towers, 4G, 6G, 7G, 7G towers are already out. They just don't tell you. They tell you, oh, we're at 5G right now. No, they already got 7G out. Go look it up. Go do your own research. Look up China and 7G towers, 7G cell towers, radar towers, weather manipulation towers. I'm going to show you something in a minute. That's not obsolete. They tell you it's obsolete. It's not operational. Nope, that's bullshit. So literally, you can see all these lines. Watch this. Look at, it's shooting out beams everywhere. You see that? You see that? Those are those towers going off. Now, um, this right here is a good website, Zoom Earth. Okay, Zoom dot Earth. Okay, or zoomearth.com, whatever you want to, type in, whatever you want to call it. And this is a good website if you want to know about all the fires all over the planet and all the hot spots. Okay? Tropical systems, active fires, heat spots, um, stuff like that. And it, but if you come down here, look at all these lines right here. These lines are showing you basically like all of the cloud seeding that the ships are doing out here, which is nothing new. They've been doing this since the 1800s, and I'm going to show you. Oh, that's because I have a point there. Okay. But look at, they're burning a whole bunch of things. Look at this. And 95% contained. Wolf fire, 2,387 acres. I don't believe it's 2,387 acres. I think it's more. And I don't think it's 95% contained. I think it's more than 95% contained. I mean, I think it's less. Sorry, not more. I think it's less than 95% contained. I think it's bullshit. I think it's more like they don't want to contain it. So it's like 10% contained, 0%. Okay? They're burning this place up. This is just the United States. There's a flyer in Florida. There's a bunch of hot spots here, a bunch of fires here. This one says, oh, look at that. Cat C98 prescribed. Oh, look at that. We go across the ocean. Look at all these hotspots in Europe. Turkey. Fires everywhere. Sorry if it's loading. It's live image but look at this. They are burning everything. Like this whole entire planet's burning. Like Russia, China, India, Italy, Germany, Norway, Zimbabwe, Ethiopia, South Africa, Sudan, Democratic Republic of Congo, Uganda, New Zealand, Mexico, Brazil, Uruguay, Panama, Thailand, Cambodia, Mozambique. They're burning everything. United States, Canada, Alaska. They're melting the ice caps because they want to create a great flood. Do you know how the Great Flood was actually created? It was created by man. The Bible is actually a book that tells you what man did in the 1800s. 1800s. The Bible is a book that tells you what man did in the ancient times. I'm gonna say something here. We are at one of the greatest deletions of information since the burning of Alexandria. They burned the Library of Alexandria to get rid of all the information from the ancient world and before. The Bible survived. Now, whether it survived on purpose or naturally, that's, who knows? I mean, the truth is there. But just for the sake of the left or right, just, for you guys who, no, it was on purpose, no, it was natural. The truth is there. But for you guys, I'm just going to say I have no idea. But I know what the truth is. And so do a lot of other people. There's a group of us that do know. The Bible was saved. So when the Bible talks about a flood, it's basically talking about a man-made flood, not some godly flood. It was man-made. They had weapons that could create floods back then. And then all that technology, all of that stuff was burned. The Library of Alexandria, other libraries around the planet that were just as huge, burned all these technologies. Because man started to see the common man or the population of the planet, they started to basically awaken. They started to become aware and awake of what man was doing. And so they said, oh, we have to burn all this information. They're doing the same thing today. It is nothing new. Charles Hatfield was an American rainmaker. He's the guy who he was one of the very first in the 1800s to manipulate the weather, to make it rain, cloud seeding. He did that in San Diego, California. He did that across the United States. Sure, there were droughts, which were created by man. Droughts are created by man. Droughts are not natural. I mean, there are like places on Earth that there are places on Earth that don't have that much water. They don't have that much water. Okay, naturally. But those are places where there's no inhabitants, as far as we know, and man doesn't really do too much there. Because they know if you go there alone, you will die. You won't survive, which you will, because man has a survival instinct. Man has survivalism in its brain, in its soul. The spirit can survive without a lot of these modern technologies. I mean, just go look at a channel called Primitive Technology, and he is actually showing you, look, with your bare hands and feet, you can survive. So, droughts, at least the ones from 1800s on, they were created by man using machines. That they created in order to come up with these rain-making machines. That's why they create these droughts, because they see they're trying to play God. Basically, the light bearers of everything. The light aeons who created everything aren't happy. I'm not happy. I'm a light aeon. I never told you guys this before. I wanted to tell you later on in life, because if I told you right off the bat, you guys would be like, oh, this channel's a cuckoo channel. But literally, we exist. We are out here exposing what the Dark Aeon is doing, and the Dark Aeon and his demons are doing. So Charles Hatfield, he was a guy who did weather modification, weather manipulation back in the 1800s, early 1900s. He died 1958. You can see right there. He was born 1875. Okay. Hurricane and tornado control device. Now, if you come here and you type this in, it's the first thing that pops up, right? But look what the second thing is that pops up. A fact checker. Now, why would a fact checker be the second thing underneath the actual truth? Because they give you the truth first. The truth is right there. Hurricane and tornado control device, and they give you the truth right here. There's a patent for it. So it's true. There's a patent. It's not a patent pending. It's right here. It says abandoned, but it's not abandoned. That's false. The status of it is operational and will forever be operational until it gets destroyed by who? By the rest of us, until we actually create the real revolution and destroy what they have created. So it's not abandoned, it's operational, okay? Because your cell towers in your cities, everywhere on this planet, they have a hurricane and tornado control device and rainmaker device. They can create this stuff. I just showed you right here. I just showed you this thing right here. Look at this shit going off. And you can't tell me, write some in the comments. Tell me that this is all fake. Come on, fact check me. like they do here. Why is the fact check shit right after it? Because see, what they do is they put the truth first, right? They they put this first. They want you to see this, right? Because you searched it, right? And so like, okay, well, here it is. Oh, but look, what you just looked up is fake. That's basically why they did that. Fact check. Nope. Patents for tornado machines. Fact check. No. Patent machines. Patents for tornado machines don't prove that natural disasters are man-made. The claim. Post implies tornado machine patents indicate natural disasters are man-made. Since Hurricane Ian hit Florida at the end of September, several social media posts have spread claims centered on weather manipulation. It's not since Hurricane Ian. It's since the beginning of time, because they did this in the ancient times. They just destroyed all the evidence. I mean, not all of it. Because the Bible is one, the Great Flood. It just says God created, but it doesn't say man, which humans are just lowercase g gods. So that means, yes, a God did create it, but it was just a human. Not us, the light aeons. The dark aeon didn't create it. The dark aeon gave the technology to man to create it. We didn't. The light aeons, we didn't. So one of these claims implies that an image of two patents, one for hurricane and tornado control device and another for artificial tornado generating mechanism, mean natural disasters can be man-made. Basically, they're just saying all this shit is bogus, doesn't exist, is debunked. Really? Really? Really now? When we can see the shit right here? We can see the shit in operation? Look at all these lines. Look at those lines right there. Out in the ocean. Inland. Huh? Come on, man. You can't, no. And you have the truth right here. A method is closed for offering the information and direction of low atmospheric weather system. Right here. You can't tell me that this shit is fake when it's right here. The patent is right here. How okay, so okay, so basically if you're going to say that this shit is fake, what you're saying is patents are fake. So all patents coming out of all the patent offices since the very first patent to the last, they're all fake. So a windshield wiper patent, a automobile wheel patent, a patent for, I don't know, something in computers, something with, I don't know, television, clothes, all those patents. No, they don't do this. No, they're not that. Nope, it's all fake. It's all lies and bullshit. So the windshield wiper patent for a car is bullshit. It's fake. Really? See, they, you type it in, and then what they do is they're like, oh, well, what you typed in is fake. Look at it. Trust the fact checkers. And the fact checkers are not even human anymore. I mean, there's still the human component there. There's still human fact checkers. But what I mean is AI is doing the fact checking. The majority of it is now AI fact checking. You can look this up yourself. And all this shit. Method of device for the reduction of tropical cyclones destructive force. Tornado disarming network. You mean tornado arming network, not disarming. They're not trying to disarm. Do you know why they're creating these storms? Do you know why they're burning the planet? You know why? because they're building the fourth industrial revolution, and they need to get everybody out of here. That's why they're burning the United States, because they need to get everyone out of here. They need to get the old generations out and the new generations in. I'm gonna show you something here in a minute. This is happening in Atlanta. It's right now. This guy is a dark brown skinned guy, and he's doing this for his own community. Get the fuck out of here. This I'm targeting this guy and anybody else who does this shit. This is a demon at work. He's a demon because he is doing something that is demonic. You want to see? Right here.
We are currently located in our first historic community, South Park Cottages, which is a 29-home micro-home cottage community in College Park, Georgia, which is 15 minutes from downtown.
Sorry guys, let me increase the thing to 1080. Sorry for the bad visuals at first. All right. Let's give it some time to load. But this is the shit they're doing all over the planet. Smart cities, 15-minute cities. And they're not really 15-minute cities. They're more like a prison cell. It's going to be a panoptic city. As a matter of fact, you're going to start to see the words or hear the term panoptic cities or panoptic city. You're going to start to hear that more often, not just from me. And I'm going to explain what a panoptic city is here in a minute. Listen to this, and I'm going to explain panoptic cities.
We are currently located in our first historic community, South Park Cottages, which is a 29-home micro-home cottage community in College Park, Georgia, which is 15 minutes from downtown Atlanta. We are the first minority and Black developed micro-home community in the country. We are
minority and Black community.
Are the 7th largest micro-home community of 29 units in the country, and we are the largest cottage and micro-home community currently in the state of Georgia. Tucky Homes is a company I founded based upon how we live as humans and how it advances technology within our homes. And so when we build homes, we have technological smart home influences that allow your home to be a better experience for you. And so in every way, we try to use technological influence both within the home and the community by using sustainable initiatives such as
We'll let it load.
solar power, solar parking lot lights, solar panels on homes, and those things that are regenerative that allow these homes to grow and be in abundance. So you want to know the biggest benefits about Build-A-Trend and how it helps us? It helps us from a savings perspective when it comes to cost of building, because it's right in front of us and we can get all of the measured costs down and understand how to pass those cost savings on and selling our homes. We weren't building one single home.
Let me explain while this loads panoptic cities. You guys know what a panopticon is? If you don't, I'll show you. I'll show you what a panopticon is. Damn it. Okay. A panopticon is a type of prison architecture originally conceived by Jeremy Bentham, where a central guard tower allows consistent observation of all prison cells which are ranged around the perimeter. I'm going to show you an image of a panopticon. There's an image of a panopticon. Let's get a better image. So a panoptic city is where there is a central location, a central eye, a central camera that can see the whole city in a 360-degree view. They can see everybody in their homes, everybody walking outside, everybody going to the grocery store. That is a panoptic city. A panoptic city refers to a city or urban environment designed or perceived with features reminiscent of Jeremy Bentham's panopticon prison design, emphasizing consistent surveillance and control. That's what a panoptic city is. It's basically where somebody in the center of town has consistent surveillance and control. They can see you 24/7. They can see all around. Think of a house, a lighthouse type structure. Panoptic city, the term panoptic city extends this idea to the urban environment, suggesting that cities are increasingly designed and managed in ways to mirror the panopticon's principles. This includes the use of surveillance cameras, data tracking, and other technologies that monitor and record the activities of city residents. Surveillance and control, resistance and agency, and then examples. There's a techno song. I forgot who it's by, but it's a song that goes, "We gonna run, run, run to the cities of the future, take what we can and bring it back home. So take me down to the cities of the future. Everybody's happy and I'm feeling fine." I think the group is coming to me now, but just listen to that song, "Cities of the Future." Matter of fact, I can just type that in. I'm gonna let this load, and I'm gonna have you play this. I'm gonna play this for you. Okay, this doesn't wanna. Okay. Um. Infected mushroom. So listen to "Cities of the Future" by Infected Mushroom, and you take what we can from the cities of the future. Yeah. How about more like we're gonna destroy what we can, or all that we can from the cities of the future. So listen to "Cities of the Future," and I'll play it one day, but it's a very good song. Let's continue on here.
We weren't building just one single patio. We were building a whole ecosystem of sidewalks and walking trails and 29 beautifully aesthetic homes with 3 different home models. And we got vegetable gardens and we got solar lights. The way we did it was by scaling and working with programs that organized everything for us, which was Build-A-Trend. And we made that choice because Build-A-Trend make everything so efficient and so easy, not just documenting the
So effective, so efficient, so easy. Build-A-Trend. See, they are trying to make everything efficient. They are trying to make everything so easy. It's easy for me to sit in this chair and basically show you this stuff. Sure. It's easy because all I have to do is sit on my ass, go on the computer, look at a video, start my OBS, hook up my mic and headphones and all this shit and start talking. That's easy, sure. But it's actually not easy because I have to use my brain. My brain has to research. My brain has to look at everything on the screen. I have to move around in this chair. I have to get up once in a while. I have to use the restroom. I have to go eat. I have to. So it's not easy. There's a lot of things that I have to do. But see, what they are trying to do is they are trying to remove everything you have to do on this planet and just have you sit there, stare up at the wall with a tube in your mouth and go, and just be a fat slob and eat your slop, your Soylent Green, your green goop. They are trying to make things efficient, uh, automate everything. They want everything to be automated through AI, through robotics. Ultimately, they want the singularity, where man merges with machine, or man is no longer existent and there's only machine, or machine has become man. Have any of you ever seen Bicentennial Man with Robert? What's his name? The actor who played Mrs. Doubtfire. Bicentennial Man is where uh, he becomes. I think it's where he becomes a machine, if I'm not mistaken. But look at that movie, and it'll show you exactly where man is headed. No, I think it's the opposite. I think it's the robot becomes the man, the robot becomes human, and it's like, what the fuck? They want to reverse everything. And another great movie is with Pierce Brosnan. It's a Lawnmower Man, and then there's a second one without Pierce Brosnan, Lawnmower Man 2. If you look at those two movies, especially the first one, it shows you where they want us. They want us in this metaverse type of world where we're hooked up through our brains into, onto the internet. They want us in the cloud.
Process, right? But organizing how we utilized our funds, organizing the sequence of when people work, and really organizing how we scale, because we're not just stopping at South Park Cottages. We have many more communities to come, and by using that blueprint, which is helped by Buildertrend and that platform, it allows us to use all the mechanisms of it to grow and scale, not just our organization, but change the lives of these homeowners who are purchasing these homes. So then as you walk in our community, everyone's
see, they have more communities coming along. They see these people are demonic. These are the demons of the planet. The demons are not what they show you in fairy tale folklore, stuff like that. I mean, and I'm talking about the fake stuff, not the stuff that is actually in history where you have these demons with horns coming out and all that. But these are demons too. They just don't have horns. Demons come any way, shape, or form. They don't come with just horns, little wings, or just, whatever else you see in, like, I guess the cartoony type of, not cartoony, but like, the normal depiction of a demon. These are demons also. He's a demon. He's a demon. Oh, he's a demon. Because he's creating a smart city, a small little enclave. These are the places where there's going to be a panopticon. They're going to have panoptic villages, panoptic cities. The idea of utopia is nothing new. I remember in Fresno when I used to read the Fresno Bee, and there was this article about utopia. And now, if I recall, I think it said something like, either utopia will never work or utopia is a great idea that has failed. A utopian society. And they were talking about stuff in the 60s, 70s, 50s, where 1940s and 30s, where everybody thought, hey, look, we're going to be a utopian society. We're going to be like the Jetsons. The Jetsons cartoons where everything is space age. We're flying in these like hover cars, and robots are cooking for us and cleaning our houses. All that shit failed. They had the technologies back then, but it failed. And they're trying again, and it's failing. It's also succeeding because he put this up, didn't he? The buildings are up, right? So there's a portion that's failing. And I'd say the failure is bigger than the non-failures. I'd say them failing is bigger than them succeeding. The failures are bigger than the successes. There have been more failures than successes. And we need more failures. They need to fail 100%. Now, what should we replace this with? Organic stuff. Let the planet do what it needs to do. Organically, naturally. And not their type of organic and not their type of natural, which is bullshit. Because when they label something organic or natural, that means, see, them using organic and natural is science lab stuff. The light aeons, me, because I'm a light aeon, and the rest of you that are light aeons, us, when we use organic and natural, when we say that, we're actually talking about this planet Earth, the universe that we created. Let's continue.
Connected together. Everyone lives facing one another for connected communal living.
Yeah, they're all facing one another. You know why? Because everyone's going to be a vigilante. Now, correct me if I'm wrong here, but on my channel, I've never really, I think I may have said the word vigilant a few times. Maybe I've told you to stay vigilant. Now, I'm going to say this. You should stay vigilant towards the demons, but not towards your neighbor who's just barbecuing some pork in his backyard. Stay vigilant to the powers that be, to these demons who create these type of communities or these type of businesses, these communities or the nefarious businesses or whatever, or they, be vigilant towards the ones who conjure up all this weather through their weather modification systems, their weather systems, weather towers, buildings. Okay? But see, the type of vigilant, everybody here is going to be able to see each other because they're all, and the reason why they place it this way is because they want everyone to be a vigilante, to be vigilant. Now, what am I talking about? See, all the houses are facing each other. So that way, this neighbor right here can see what this neighbor right here is doing. And if he's doing something like just vacuuming his floor, he can call the AI police or human police and say, hey, I caught him vacuuming his floor. Kill him. Because it's going to be like the movie Equilibrium, where you will just get killed just for anything. Just for sensing. Like we're going into the movie Equilibrium. If any of you seen the movie Equilibrium, that's where we're headed.
It's about being a good neighbor. We oftentimes talk about being neighborly. We talk about living together in this nation, living together as a community. But I oftentimes feel that we're not connected.
Togetherness, connectedness. He feels that we're not connected. See, he's a demon. See, what the demon is saying is that the light aeons, or everybody else who's not demonic and they're not light aeons, they're not connected to us demons, so we have to have them connected to us. That's what he's saying. This demon right here is saying, you guys are not connected to the evil power, the evil side. So come and live in this community, and you will be connected to our evil power, to the evil kingdom. And I am here to tell you that you guys need to be connected with the light aeons, the light source, the good source. Okay? And you need to fight with us to take out these demons. It's time to eradicate.
And that was part of the mission and the dream in building South Park Cottage.
And togetherness. Let me speak on togetherness. Who is we? Who is together? Because I am not with this, nor is a whole big group of people. We are not together in this, bro. He's not even a bro. Hey, demon, we are not together in this. I hold my sign out with both my fingers in a cross symbol, and I cast out this demon right here. And be gone with the demon.
This is the best thing about building, is experiencing the abundance of what you can do by using tools, by using expertise.
By using tools and by using expertise. This is what you can come up with. What we need is the regular neighborhoods like we've been building for the past beginning of time. And the houses need to be bigger. And they need to be on individual plots of land. And people need to do what the fuck they want to on their land without being controlled. I'm going to show you guys something. I probably don't have it up, but I'm going to show you a video. And this right here just tells it all. Let's finish.
And really connecting all the dots of what we can do. And that's a big part of what Build-A-Trend has been able to help us do.
See if I have it up here. If not, I can go back to it. And this FBI director, he basically told the truth on geoengineering. Now, listen to this. I want you guys to listen to this very carefully. This is very powerful. I don't know who this is. G. Edward Griffin, a true hero. G. Edward Griffin is who it is. Let's take a listen.
To resist a tyranny, you must be independent of that tyranny for your subsistence. If the government provides your food, your clothing, your shelter, your education, your job, your medical care, your retirement, then the government controls you most effectively indeed. If that government should ever become tyrannical, and they have a way of doing that in history, then you've had it, my friends. We believe that one of the greatest lessons of history that so desperately needs to be relearned by the American people, our forefathers knew it well, is this. Anytime a government is powerful enough to give the people everything they want, It is also powerful enough to take from the people everything they've got. You cannot have one without the other.
Now, I like this right at the end. This made me laugh. What if I told you that both political parties work for the same corporation? Blue pill, red pill. Both political parties. That's powerful. That's powerful. Edward G. Griffin. Let me run that back.
To resist a tyranny, you must be independent of that tyranny for your subsistence. If the government provides your food, your clothing, your shelter, your education, your job, your medical care, your retirement, then the government controls you most effectively indeed. If that government should ever become tyrannical, and they have a way of doing that in history, then you've had it, my friends. We believe that one of the greatest lessons of history that so desperately needs to be relearned by the American people, our forefathers knew it well, is this. Anytime a government is powerful enough to give the people everything they want, it is also powerful enough to take from the people everything they've got. You cannot have one without the other.
You will own nothing and you will be happy. The world has given to you everything you see today, everything you saw in the 1960s, everything in the 1940s, and they are going to take it away from you. Everything in the Middle Ages, they're going to take it away from you.
Become tyrannical, and they have a way of doing that in history, then you've had it, my friends.
Let's see, what does he say at the beginning?
To resist a tyranny, you must be independent of that tyranny for your subsistence.
Independent. You must be yourself. You must be out of the system in order to not be in tyranny.
If the government provides your food, your clothing, your shelter, your education, your job, your medical care, your retirement, then the government controls you.
I will always say this, and I say this to everybody. You are being controlled. Control is evil and it's good, because there is good control and then there's evil control. And I will explain. Somebody who controls themselves into not drinking alcohol and doing drugs and taking vaccines, that's good control. They are literally not doing the evil things you're not supposed to do. If somebody is providing for you a house, if you're paying taxes to someone else, if somebody is telling you, go left, go right, stop, slow down, and go, you are being controlled. I just use traffic lights as an example. Stop, slow down, and go. Traffic lights are a form of control. They are control devices. They basically control you to stop, control you to slow down, and control you to go. We didn't need that in the 1800s, in the early part of the 1900s. So to all of you that say, I'm not under control, I'm free, this and that, no, you're not. Unless you're the man of the woods, the woman, the man, unless you're the human of the woods, where you have gone, what's it called? I guess you could say gone black. You disappeared for good. You are living like in the Middle Ages. You are not in control of your life. You are under control. by other human beings, by demons, by the Dark Aeon, who controls this earth. This is just a good channel in case you want to, look up what I've been telling you. The real fishing life. He does a lot of weather stuff. Let me refresh, just in case he has something new. Okay. So literally, I'm just showing you these things. Just so you know what's going on this planet. Okay? I'm going to continue exposing this planet, exposing everything. So, stay safe, guys. Make the world a better place. Expose evil. Expose the demons. One camera, one microphone at a time. Beat the devil out of it. Beat the devil out of this planet. We need to get this shit, like, out there to the public. Because they're just sitting at home, watching TV, going to their 9-to-5 job, not even knowing that this shit exists, that it's happening. They just think, oh, it's just normal. No, it's not. Alrighty, guys. Biohazard Candy Kid's going to be signing out. Take care. Peace.